Good evening, traders, and welcome to another StockX post-market recap for January the 16th. In this video, I'm going to be sharing about what we did today to get our results, what trades did we take, what trades did we call out, our future prediction, and for today's theme is going to be about consistent trading. Stay tuned till the end because I'm going to be showing you my trading setup in terms of how I read premiums at the very end. So it's very important if you guys really want to take away on how I'm able to become a consistent trader using my model, then you definitely want to watch till the very end because I'll be sharing that detail in great depth. This is going to be kind of a long video, so just be aware of that going forward, okay? So today we had another successful day once again, and to be a consistent trader, it's very important that you can only be a consistent trader if you are consistent with everything, okay? You have to be consistent with going to the gym to fulfill your daily habits and ensuring that you are consistent on each of those aspects on a day-to-day basis as well going forward. And I want to really highlight this as well because the way I stay consistent is I track myself, right? If you watch my past videos as well, I pretty much shared a lot of that in great detail about how I stay consistent. So this is just an example. I make sure that I get all my routine stuff here. I click it, I check it, and that's how I remain consistent with my trading and with my overall here. You can pretty much see that I've been doing these market recaps consistently to prove a point that my model is consistent, it's accurate, and so forth, okay? Today we managed to make a shitload of profits here. I'm actually up almost 20 grand a week, but I took some plays here, so if we don't include these plays because they're still open, we're pretty much, let me see here. Okay, let's see if we don't include these plays here. We are pretty much up 18K for the entire month thus far. The first week of January, I took excessive trades here. I wasn't going against my model. I started off strong. December, I managed to rake in around 20K in around 20K in profits almost. And January, I came in with my ego high, and pretty much I learned my lesson the first week. The second week, I was very consistent, as you guys can see here. Just this week, I started to play with profits downside in my trade, but pretty much you can see here we managed to kill it out. And the main trades that we pretty much took that we managed to do very well was Boeing, Tesla, and all of that. If you guys been in my Twitter feed, I pretty much called out the whole entire Tesla playbook, okay? So I've been giving a lot of great information on Nvidia, on Tesla, and all of that. Pretty much I mentioned here based on my model that Tesla looks like it's going to be rejecting this 223. That's where we got the puts, and you can pretty much see that my model was right on the money here. So if we go back to our daily trading levels here, you can pretty much see that I gave everyone a lot of information in terms of my weekly levels. So my weekly levels, we've seen Tesla bounce off my level 1 bearish. Remember, level 1 represents a gatekeeping level. It's what keeps the market in range. We waited for it to pop approximately to this level, this level right over here, which is 223. It hit that, and then we took some money off the puts. Okay, that's pretty much where we got the entire sell. We managed to take some nice profits on that as well. Okay, so a lot of things going on in my room here as well. So pretty much let's go over that here again too. So I called up the Tesla puts. We had last week's puts at 47 cents, and we sold them immediately, and we managed to bank. So this is how our morning, started off. We got over 120% off Tesla puts. We had Boeing, puts as well. We banked almost 300% and so forth. Okay, the Boeing puts, I call the 200 puts in my small account trading channel over here, which we call that 69 cents, and they went to over 10 bucks. Okay, so 1,000% play members in the free channel as well took that as well. You can see that over here, and it's great to see other people have success. Okay, in my small account channel, we call up many plays here on SPY, and they managed to do well. Okay, So besides that, no failed trade in terms of small account, and no red date for the date as well. One other trade I want to highlight as well is I called out Microsoft calls as well today. They were a nice double, but I didn't take the profits here. If I can find, there's so much stuff going on in my detail here. So pretty much I called Microsoft 400 call. I called it around. Let me see here. Wow, so much things going on. No, where to go? Where did my okay? So, okay, so I placed an order to buy Microsoft at 50 cents. That was at 9:38. It got the fill, and then it went up 100%, but I didn't manage to get out at that point in time. Okay, so these are the Microsoft plays that I'm talking about as well. I decided to sell it at a stop loss at minor amount. That's only because I didn't really like where it was going, but it was an awesome fill, and a lot of people did manage to take in profits. Okay, so besides all of that, other stocks that pretty much hit our key inflection points here. If we go Nvidia here, so Nvidia it hit our level 2 bullish resistance. So let's go on the daily levels here. You can see that Nvidia here had a strong resistance, was not able to break through our level 2, and pretty much we wanted to wait to get that fill. Microsoft was trading between our level 1 bullish and level 2, rejected the level 2 and went back over here. If you're above level 2 bullish, that confirms the trend for the upside. Boeing is pretty much at 200 here, and this is a stock that we managed to really make a lot of money off of because of the news. Okay, this play was straightforward, and I was kind of surprised to hear not a lot of people took that play here. And SMCI, you can always see that stocks tend to reject off my inflection point because of my model and how consistent it is. It hit level 1 bear bullish, rejected, and then bounced off the level 1 bearish as well. Remember, these levels keep the stocks in range here, and to prove it to you that these levels are given prior to market open, it's all in my analyst channel that I given over here based on my analysis. Okay, these levels are derived from my option premium analysis that I do on a consistent basis. I do it a week before to give my team the key inflection points that you need to know. So SMCI, for example, level 1 bullish 350. If you go to SMCI, boom, 350 right over there, rejected, and then bounced off our level 1 bearish, which is at 325 right over here. So if you were trading this and you say, oh, SMCI hit a level 1 bullish inflection point, and you're looking at SPX, that gives you a perfect opportunity to short. And when you go back to our SPX, so we have daily and weekly levels on SPX. You can see here that the level 1 bullish, pretty much dropped over here, and then there was a few bouncing attempts here, and market pretty much held the futures low. Okay, so all these levels were given, the same day, pretty much announced all here, and I'm here to prove to you that my levels are consistent, and as a result, I'm a consistent trader overall. And besides all of that, to highlight my consistency, all my trade logs are here. I given the details for December, and now we're doing January here as well. So we do it at mid month and then end of the month to finalize how we're doing. Okay, my goal is to prove to you that trading can be consistent, and definitely this is a thing you need to watch moving forward here. Okay, now. Finally, I want to end off here before I tell you guys how I remain consistent. I want to give you a little bit of prediction on where I see the market going forward. So currently, I believe that I did see the premiums spike on the puts on the downside, but it wasn't a follow through, so there wasn't real strength in here. Tomorrow is VIX expiration, and it is option expiration as well. So I pretty much don't feel that the market's going to be moving down at a considerable amount unless if there's more negative news. So what I see here for my prediction is between 47.60 and 47.25 we're going to be chopping here. 47.25 is going to be a very strong support. If there's no negative news in the market, then 47.25 is a good place to add some calls. depending on what you're buying here. Okay, so 47.25, good area to add calls, assuming there's no negative news. And the main stocks that you want to look at for the upside is Nvidia, as that stock is showing a lot of strength and continues to move higher. So I would pretty much consider adding Nvidia calls around that time if it can bump into that point. We're getting that 50-day MA test, and that's slowly creeping up. So between these zones is tight, but above 4,800, that's where you can see another opportunity to see 4,800. Now, my bread and butter, and I don't really show this in the market recaps, is this this setup over here. Okay, this is how I read premiums and I keep track of my trades. Okay, so I look at these premiums here to understand, are they reaching the inflection points that I'm looking at. Okay, this side over here is the option premium chart that you see, but I'm constantly looking at the bid and the ask levels, the highs and the lows, to pretty much see, if they're corresponding with these premiums here as well. Now, these premiums that you see here are corresponded with my levels that I have here, because I want to see how the premium is moving for each of the levels that I have pretty much given here. And I give these levels on a daily. Okay, I explain to my room constantly if the premium's going up or not, to pretty much get an idea. I was pretty much telling my team here that SPX is going to be chop. Okay, and because of that, in my scalps and swings channel, I gave the 4140 put at 1.4, and I said expect 0 here. Those 4140 puts that I managed to call out, they basically went to, which is over here, it was around 1.17. They popped to around 2.5. They actually went to 3, and it was a nice scalp. Okay, once it was called out. And the main reason why I did that is because according to my model here, level 2 bearish is at 47.40, right? It's it's in range. Okay, when I'm looking at the premiums, I know what strikes to look at. I know what strikes to focus on based on the movement in the market here, and I'm looking at constantly the highs and lows to get an understanding of that as well. And besides all of that, I'm always here to educate. So just staying informed is my top priority here. And I want to definitely announce that if you want to learn more about how this works, then definitely check out my website, because we do have our mentorship available, where we are offering a massive discount on the gold tier. So if you want to learn how to read those premiums in more detail, this is the one that you want to get. The sale for 1,500 is going to end on Friday, and it's going to go back to 3,000. You also get 1 year of mentorship to learn how these premiums work, and it's over 10 plus lessons that is recorded where I privately teach you how to do it. Okay, the proof is in the pudding here. I've shown you consistently. I do a market recap every trading day, and I have my spreadsheets to even confirm my trade logs. I show my size when I get in and when I get out on all my trades. So there's no bullshit here. And I'm not trying to say, if you don't want to take it, fine, that's up to you. But definitely this is the best deal, because my monthly membership regardless is around 200 bucks. So I definitely want to make sure that I educate my members, because my long-term vision here is that once I have proof that I've taught you and understand, where your goals are, and pretty much give you that stepping stone. My goal is to one day have analysts in my channel that I have taught that can pretty much become my mentees that mentor other members going forward. So that's my long-term vision in my channel here. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this market recap here. I know it was a little bit longer than expected, but a lot of information and a lot of consistency that we want to show you guys. We managed to bank over 11K profits just this day alone, and we're going to be making a lot more going forward. So see you guys in the chat room. Let's get that money.